Hi guys, welcome to Wild Vlogs, where we talk about all things wildlife and all things filmmaking. And today, well, it's all about listening out for chicks. Over the last few weeks, if you'd had your ear to the skies as opposed to the ground, you would have been hopefully able to hear some of the smaller, more high-pitched, more fine calls of the chicks, especially the passerines and definitely the tit family. But just about now though, the last week in May and the first week of June, you'll start to hear some of the louder chicks, and they tend to be chicks from nest holes. It tends to be three species, more so, that have these loud chicks, and must be totally infuriating for the parent birds. And that's the green woodpecker, the great spotted woodpecker, which you've just seen at the start of this vlog, and also a bird you should be hearing just now, a very high-pitched tss, 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 tss. Well, I thought I heard this bird from possibly 100 metres before this point, and scanning the trees I was just able to locate one of the parent birds flying away. This is the nest hole and the chicks of the nuthatch. I love nuthatches, definitely in my top 10 birds I'd say, and they're an incredible way of creating these nest holes. So the whole hole per se originally would have been the whole knuckle of the tree you can see there, but this was a bit of an exposure problem, always in the darker sides of these main trunks, but post-production was able to lighten it up for me, and you'll see that inside of this hole is a myriad of different colours above where the chick emerges. Now that's dried up cemented mud. The different colours are just different types, different forms of mud that the parent birds, probably over years, this is probably an old hole, have located and cemented in. There we go, look. You can just about make out that the beak marks there from where the parent birds have pushed in this, what would have been damp mud. I love the chicks there, they are absolutely, totally mini-me's of the animal birds. And they're all being fed on a invertebrate diet right now, despite the name. In fact, nuthatches per se, whether chick or adult, actually prefer invertebrates. In fact, they'll famously cache invertebrates into boluses and leave them in the holes for storage as a larder during the good times, and then access this good form of protein then throughout the bad times. Only then, when they run out of invertebrates, will they turn themselves to nuts and seeds. Wonderful to see, an absolute joy. Always looking out for them at this time of the year. If you're in luck, maybe you've seen one yourself, then I would suggest you go out definitely in the next week, because these birds are just about to fledge about now. I then had a wonderful bit of bracken bathing. I do love a bit of bracken bathing at this time of the year. I love this plant. You've got to be doing something right if you've been in this present form on this earth for over 55 million years. And bracken doesn't want the assistance of any other creature. It is not symbiotic in any way. It just wants to be on its own. It doesn't even have seeds. It just kind of releases these fronds and just emerges full of carcinogens if ingested, so no mammal can touch it, and actually has a chemical inside it that if invertebrates ingest it, causes involuntary and repetitive molting until literally they skin themselves alive. What an incredible plant. Well, it was whilst bracken bathing that I heard then the squeaky ball sound, which is what you heard initially at the start of this vlog, and that belongs to the great spotted woodpecker. Tends to be the loudest chick sound in any given wood. I thought I located the parent bird. They've got this wonderful ability to appear and disappear, great spotted woodpeckers. But sure enough, the hunch was right, and before too long I was getting a wonderful view of the nest hole. Female bird in first, there's mum. Of course she's feeding invertebrates too. You know it's mum because there's no red marks to the nape. All the chicks, by the way, have a red skull cap, it's male and female, but only the male retains red to the head area, to the nape of the neck during adulthood. In fact, here comes Dad now. So yeah, feeding invertebrates to their chicks, will though also, especially at this time of the year, and notoriously feed their chicks, the chicks of other birds. They do raid nests. It's just what they do. I was reading somewhere recently that tree creepers, bless them, have a 36% raid rate by woodpeckers on their nests. 36%. That's massive. But that's just the way of the world, and that's the beautiful cycle of life that we mustn't contend. Well, before we finish today's vlog 25, I want to take you to have a look at this bird that I filmed earlier in the week. And of course, this is the unmistakable long-tailed tit, and this is actually a female. I know that because I could see her cloaca in a later shot. It's actually a mum. She's looking very faded, very jaded, and she's stationary, which is what attracted me to her initially. Often these birds, as she had been actually up to this point, are constantly on the move. She and 9 of her fledged chicks have been following around. There's one now that's come to join her. But these chicks were getting irritable with her because they wanted some food, and she's been stationary now for about 10 minutes with this incessant, irritable preening. It did make me wonder, because you must remember the Herculean task that she's just completed. Right from building nests to laying eggs to brooding to dawn to dusk feeding these chicks, including this, as you see it now, the week post-fledging. She's still chasing after them, and I feel that she's just completely worn through, or maybe she has a problem that's viral, but she's doing the symptomatic things you would see in a bird this small. She's puffing out her feathers, splaying her tail, and now she started panting as well. And I guess I wanted to show you this because it is a little bit distressing to watch, but we've just got to take time to consider these parent birds and what they've been through. Their lives are so short that they put so much in to raising their chicks, to creating the next generation. They literally bring themselves to the point of near exhaustion and, dare I say it, death. I can tell you though, thankfully, she did right herself. I didn't manage to catch her on film, and she did fly away. But it just goes to show how tough these times are for these small birds. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That was vlog 25. Really looking forward to vlog 26. We're heading off to somewhere a bit more remote next week, so please do come and join me for that next Sunday, and that'll be on the 7th of June. But until then, goodbye.